Again, guys? And died again? Why, engine? Why?
Guys, welcome back, Stahl Racing channel. Out here for yet another pretty cold KRA race at Newcastle. Of course, it's windy out here, so I'm trying to get some windbreak here. But guys, this is an exciting episode. It's going to be a first for Stahl Racing. My little boy Finley is going to be having his first race.
Running through the pipes and jumping high, saving princess, got no time to cry. Mushroom Kingdom, here we come again. Brothers on a mission to the end. Press start, let's go on a quest tonight. Stars and coins, we shine so bright. Bowser's laugh will make it right. Super Mario Brothers take flight. Through the fire and the lava pits, ghosts and turtles try to wreck our wits. Yoshi's back with a flutter kick.
He's excited, I'm excited, and I hope you guys are excited. So I'm doing 2 races. Dad's doing 1 race, but the main feature is going to be Finley doing his first kid kart race. Been doing a fair amount of practicing recently, and just can't wait to get the little guy out on track.
Not racing this weekend. I'm really focused on my other craft. You know, I'm maybe the best Beyblader in North America, maybe the world right now. It's way less expensive, way less time intensive, but obviously racing still got my heart. So month of May, Casey and Dad, and then Finley out here today. I couldn't resist.
So Casey's trying to get Finley's kart ready, first race of the year. And just a little story about our engine guy. Yesterday we couldn't get the Comer to run right, and that's not an engine Gary works on, but we took it over during the kid kart practice, and Gary wasn't at his trailer. He was up getting something to drink, and I turned around and here comes Gary just running back to help us, to take a look at an engine he doesn't build or support for us. And you know, you just can't get support like that. Lawson Motors, not only power but great support.
This kid kart here, beautiful thing, except for this freaking engine, man. I'd heard horror stories about the Comer being so finicky, and now I'm experiencing it. This was a gift from his Uncle Ben and Aunt Regan.
Gift. I'm noticing there's a few parts that have been, you know, this is my weight too. That wasn't a gift.
It's on lease. Yeah. Finley will put the check in the mail. But the kart's awesome, but this freaking engine, man. Oh, I've been combating an issue where it just dies. He'll be driving and it'll just, as soon as he gets out through a corner and like kind of back on the gas, it'll die. Like Dad had mentioned, Gary was freaking amazing yesterday, dude. He tore down we put a different carb on this thing, tore them both down multiple times trying to find an issue, and just could not identify. It runs fine on the stand. So first off, massive thank you to Gary as well as Kyle, who's another dad out there. Both very helpful. I really appreciate you guys. But this engine, man, it's been a headache. Maybe they're not all like that. Maybe this one's just got a bit of a lemon, but I've been so busy this weekend just working on a carb that I don't fully understand.
Indie girl, say hi. Hi, Stahl Racing viewers. Where's the smile? You.
I don't know what
We've
you're
had
doing.
so many smiles.
I don't know what you're doing here, Maddie.
Do-do-do. I can't believe it. No longer a Stahl Racing baby, but a Stahl Racing driver. Woo! Casey needs to enter a montage here.
Well, we are here on a gray, overcast, misty, rainy day. And still a great day to be at the go-kart track, but I'm off to a late start. It's not actually the morning. And my family and I, we're a little bit behind the time, so we just wrapped up the series Yellowstone. And love the series, love the characters, but really love the scenery. And so with that, we are at the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch of go-kart racing, Newcastle Motorsports Park.
The morning walk with Dad.
And I don't have anything prophetic or philosophical or mathematical this week, but I overheard my kids talking as we finished up Yellowstone, and they were debating, who do I most resemble in the Yellowstone cast? And you know, John Dutton was one, and you know, stubborn, loyal, hard-nosed, that was some of the terms I heard. And then they got to Rip, and it was, you know, tough, crusty exterior, but a pulpy, beating heart, really caring, incredibly loyal. But in the end, they decided that I was most like Beth Dutton without the cleavage.
First, I'm getting lined up right here. They're gonna wave the green flag. Got in the wrong spot first time, and they just moved me. So they're gonna wave the green flag. So, ready, steady, go. So here I go, right there. I'm in last, but then Sam and somebody else goes right there, and then I just pass them and close them in. I just keep rolling, and then I just turn right here. It's the big difference from my other track. So that was a big spin out. So I really had to get it out. So they passed me from my 2-person getter. So I got a medal, and that was exciting. Really exciting. But right here, turn pretty slow. Oh, the engine died. Oh, and not see that incoming. Hello. He's helping me, all right. Don't worry about anything if anybody's watching this. It's just, if you haven't driven a go-kart and you haven't watched anything, the go-kart just died. It can turn right back on. Grass might get in your go-kart, but so it's not really a big deal. You have to let the carts pass if they're so close. So I did that. I let them pass, and they just passed me. So I really had to go quick. I did not catch them. They only catch me. They only catch me whenever my engine died. So it was really good. Oh my! How did it die again? Again, guys? It died again! Why, engine? Why? Oh, here I am back on track. I'm going. He's going, and this is almost the end, but here I am, and here it is gonna stop soon. The checkered flag's waving, and I have to go back to the pits. So bye.
Oh yeah, battling it to the line.
Got him! Got him!
Good job, Munchkin. Woo! Yeah, Finley Stahl.
Guys, my wife told me that I look like a garbage man in this rain suit. I guess that means it's not that flattering. but what a great, crazy, hectic, but awesome weekend it has been. Just getting Finley out for his first race was amazing, and it really does take a village, guys. I mean, I couldn't have done this by myself. Gary was a massive help. Dude is one of the busiest guys at the track, and he just dropped everything to help Finley try to fix that engine issue, and I really appreciate it, guys. I mean, I'm telling you, if you need 206, you got to go with Gary. I mean, the support you get, the power, it's the full package. But there was also all the dads helping me. Kyle specifically, want to thank you, and then the family, like Dad and Kurt and Sarah and Maddie had to try to figure out how to turn off the engine by themselves because I was racing. I mean, it was a family effort, and I'm glad everyone was here to witness it too. So thank you, everyone. I qualified second in super heavy, and I qualified on pole in sportsman. It is still very wet and raining, so it's going to be in the wet again, which is good. I had like a little over a second gap between me and second in qualifying, so I hope I can keep up that pace and make it a really boring race for you guys to watch. Here for super heavy, I'm starting second, which is on the inside. Logan there on pole opted for the outside line, as he should, to have more grip. So there is an issue that is immediately apparent on the kart. So you'll see here as we take the green flag, Logan does a great job getting the start, and you can see like my car, I don't have the RPMs, like it's just not revving up like I need, and he just takes off. And I was a full 2 seconds off my qualifying time in this race. So I qualified 2 seconds faster than I could manage in the race, and we ended up putting on new rain tires. So everything was better, but the times were worse, and we are still trying to diagnose what was causing that with the lack of RPMs. Like it just took forever to spool up. So we had something in the powertrain that was not quite right. So I would just watch Logan pull away this whole race, and then ended up having a pretty good battle for second with Jeremy. So Jeremy, here you can see him, was all over me. Luckily, it's pretty tough to pass in the rain, so he's gonna get a good run, and you'll see how much more. Like I'm full throttle there, but he just comes flying up on me. But Jeremy was great to race with. He backed out there, which he was, he's a smart racer, and because it could have gotten dicey for both of us, and it was a lot of fun racing with him, and I was able to hold him off and finish in second in this race. And honestly, considering how the kart was, not revving up right, I'm pretty happy to finish second. Here we are for sportsman. I'm starting first. I'm on the outside. I opted to go outside for the additional grip. You can see there I was telling the people behind me, let's slow this down a little bit. I was getting some pretty good bumps from behind, so we slowed it down to a crawl. Did that so we could tried to have a clean start. And so here I gun it and get a pretty good jump. And the rest of the video, guys, I'm going to be honest, it's going to be pretty boring. And I know I told you that was my goal, and so fortunately I accomplished it. The kart, which this is Dad's kart, by the way, and thank you to him for making his kart the rain kart this day. The kart was fantastic, and I was really fortunate to get that big gap in the beginning because Brian ended up moving up into second throughout the race, and he had some good pace. And the surface that we're on right here is very abrasive compared to this surface right here, the main track. And so it was just chewing up my rear rain tires, and by the end of it, I was starting to skate around. So I was fortunate to have that gap to manage and keep distance between me and Brian, and there I was able to take first and just pumped to get another win in sportsman.
Back to back, baby.
I think they were out there, but they're not.
No, I think he was pointing at Mike. I just killed him. Did he point at you?
You gotta see this.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good shot. Oh, We'll have to get that. Oh my gosh, that's so great! Woohoo!
Congratulations, Mr. Stahl.
Nice little bumper.
I did get your voice talk, don't I?
A couple of news articles I was reading though about you. They said you still haven't beat the rain allegations. Anything you want to say there?
Beat the what?
The rain allegations.
What are those allegations?
Well, just that you can only win in the rain. And actually, after today's loss, they're saying maybe that's not even true.
So this is Ben's allegations.
No.
I won in the dry last race.
It was
tires.
If you look back at the vlog, the first thing out of his mouth for the video were the track's still wet,
I was on slick tires,
but the track was still wet.
the track was drying. But no, I like the rain. What an awesome day. Yeah, I mean, I got the win. That was nice, but just the best part of the day was seeing Finley in his first race. And I'm glad you guys were here to witness that. Man, this dad let me use his cart. We kind of made this the rain cart, and thing was just on rails. I burned up the tire, so it was getting a little dicey. I'm glad I had the lead in a decent gap, because it allowed me to not really push it, because it was getting a little sketchy. But thank you to Dad. Dad, you missed a spot right over here. Yeah, I'll get it. Sorry. But thank you guys so much for watching. We're back at it next weekend, so short turnaround, and can't wait.
It's you.